First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and honor to, we're going to turn to the east. Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim, Bakakadash, Bakadam Mashin. What's up, Israel? We started out early today, pushing this word out, doing a little road trip to Atlanta. But, hey, the early bird get the worm, as they say in the world, right? We'll be out here going to push the word, and, not that many people was awake around this time. I'm out here in Alexandria, Louisiana, traveling on to Georgia. So this work can get pushed out to brothers that are scattered, scattered among the whole earth. A lot of people, they try, they stay in certain spots and they never really fully do the apostleship and actually travel to different places. Like, you have to push this word out in that sense. You can't stay in your own, dwelling. When Yahweh Shah was doing his ministry, you never really saw him in one, always in Judah, in Judah. He never stayed with Jews all the time. Well, he did, but he was always traveling to Galilee, over here to his crib and that crib, and he was really doing a lot of traveling at that time. So I encourage brothers to travel, get the word out, not just in your area. I mean, hold your ground too. Hold your spot, your camp, but also travel out to get this word out, because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Who you may meet on the road, you'll grow bigger that way anyway. So all said and done, let's start out with faith in a sense, right? Ephesians chapter 6 verse 16. And it reads, it says this: above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Faith is something that you just gonna need, in this whole walk with the Most High. You're gonna need faith. Faith is like I said, above all, taking the shield. Faith works like a shield, When you have faith in doing this works and you traveling, you going to different places, and you meeting new people, new land, discovering more wisdom, you're gonna need faith, because you're not new, or you're not really, that deep into it. You're not really that deep in the walk. You're gonna need faith in order to be able to, block out some of that wicked shit that they keep on going within the world, And we need faith, right? Because what? When all hell breaks loose, what? Many people ain't gonna have that much faith in the Most High in these last days. Matter of fact, some people that didn't keep up with it, they didn't keep up with the word, or they didn't keep up knowing what prophecy was, knowing what's the times to come, knowing how to get salvation, and all these different things. When faith comes, right? In times when they actually need faith, how they gonna survive, right? We gotta be like King David in these times, in these trials, especially when he fought off with Goliath. Let's go to that. Actually, that should be in 1 Samuel chapter 14, I believe. We gotta be like King David, man. He didn't really give give two fucks about what they did. You know what I'm saying? Let's jump to it should be hold up, Yasalaki. It should be verse 21 or something. No, let me jump to hold up, I'm almost there, y'all. Hold up. My bad. It's chapter 17, bro. Alright, so let me get back into it. 1 Samuel chapter 17. And it says this. Let's jump to 23. It says this: and as he talked with them, behold, there came up champion, the Philistine of Gath, Goliath by name, out of all the armies of the Philistines, and spake according to the same word, and David heard them. So David, this is the time when he finally got his fame out in the world, right? When he was like coming up to his reign, when everybody started to know him as, wow, King David, or like just David with his faith and stuff like that, right? And we all know the story. Goliath, he was a big warrior, and he was like said to be like 18 feet tall, right? A lot of us, we have a lot of Goliaths in our pathway, but we just don't know how to get around it because they're just too big in our lifetime. It could be bills, it can be just studying, just to study the word of the Most High. It's what I'm saying, like that can be like a Goliath to you, but in this sense, it was he was a warrior, a man of war. So Israel was kind of afraid of him, right? Let's keep going. It says this. Let's jump to 24. And all men of Israel, when they saw the man, fled from him and were so afraid. So Israel was afraid at the time, right? They was afraid to see this big Goliath man, walking around talking smack about Israel. And Israel, they're supposed to be the prince of the power, the people that Most High, that got His name on them. So if Israel's afraid, right, that's messed up, because how can y'all be God's chosen people and y'all afraid of the heathens? That's below y'all. Yeah, that's off, man, and that's real off. Let's keep going. It says this. And the men of Israel said, have ye seen this man that is come up? Surely to defy Israel is he come up, and it shall be that the man who killeth him, the king will enrich him with great riches, and will give him his daughter, and make his father's house free, in Israel. Right? So they had this whole thing saying that whoever get this man, right, whoever take him down, he was gonna get all these different things, the king's daughter, the father's house. Like it was really deep. That's how these people were so afraid. You know what I'm saying? Verse 26. And David spake unto the man that stood by him, saying, what shall be done to the man that killeth the Philistine, and taketh away the reproach of Israel? It was a reproach of Israel. So what I'm saying? They was really afraid. And David had to ask, all right, cool, what's going to happen to the man that actually do it? What's going to be his price, right? It says this. For who is this uncircumcised Philistine, that he should defy the armies of the living God? So David was like, bro, who is this guy? Who is this uncircumcised guy? He ain't even circumcised. That he should defy the armies of the living, of Yahweh. What could he do? Israel was afraid, but David, he just stood there like, bro, like, what is this going to do to stop the Most High? This is nothing but, trash. He was basically saying, who is this guy, right? Right? That's what he was basically saying, right? Verse 27, it says this, and the people answered him after this manner, saying, so shall it be done to the man that killeth him. So they basically had this whole thing going on about David and all that stuff. And they said there's something about Romans too, right? If the Most High be with us, who could be against us? Shall what? That should nothing be that should separate us from the Most High and His word. Not even death, right? So the same thing we gotta be like in David is we gotta be in the world and in truth. You can't be afraid. You gotta have faith in stuff like that, right? Let's keep going. It says this. Then said, well, let's jump to verse 46. It says this. This day will the Lord deliver thee into thy hand, and I will smite thee and take thine head from thee, right? And I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air and the wild beasts of the earth, and all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel. So, David, he did it so he can really declare the name of the Most High in it. He wasn't afraid of it. That's how we got to be in these times, right? You can't be afraid of, what people can do to you, the police, you know what I'm saying? Like, security, like, anybody. You can't be afraid of anybody, not to mention the Most High. The ways of man, it's in the Most High's hands anyway. So you can't be afraid in this truth, And And I'm gonna stop this video on that, and I'm gonna keep going on preaching. But that's just to start this whole day off, taking the shield of faith. That's what we're gonna start it off with that. All right, Shalom Israel.